All right, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. This is James Danko with the routine weekly briefing for Central North Carolina, covering the period from today, August 31st, through Sunday, September 6th. All right, so looking at the upcoming weather pattern, we've got an upper level disturbance today interacting with a stationary front that will result in showers and storms moving east across the area this afternoon and evening. And some of these storms could be severe with damaging wind gusts and possibly an isolated tornado, mainly in the western Piedmont and the Sandhills. And very heavy rain and localized urban and small stream flooding are possible. They've already gotten very heavy rainfall in parts of the western Piedmont this morning, and additional heavy rain this afternoon and evening may only exacerbate that further. Additional showers and storms possible Tuesday afternoon and evening, but the coverage and intensity should be less than today. By Wednesday through Friday, we're looking at an upper ridge building over the southeast U.S., and that will result in a more typical summertime weather pattern with just some isolated showers and storms and increasingly hot and humid weather. We're expecting high temperatures in the low to mid 90s, with heat indices as high as 100 to 105 on Wednesday and increasing to as much as 105 to 107 by Thursday and Friday. By Friday night, a cold front looks to move through the area, bringing cooler temperatures for the weekend, especially across the north, and an increased chance of showers and storms across southern parts of the area as the front looks to potentially stall out. All right, so looking at the accumulated rainfall forecast for the next 7 days. Today, generally, we're expecting anywhere from about 1 to 2 inches across the western Piedmont, but locally higher amounts are possible, especially where any storms train over the same locations. Farther east, totals should drop off pretty significantly. By tomorrow, additional showers and storms are expected, but rainfall amounts will be less than today. And Wednesday through Friday, as the upper ridge takes control, we're looking much drier, but still isolated showers and storms are possible each afternoon and evening. By the weekend, the cold front looks to stall out across near the North Carolina-South Carolina border, and that will result in increased rainfall across at least southern parts of the area. Northern parts may remain mostly dry. And by the end of the 7-day period, most areas in the west and south will have received anywhere from half an inch to as much as 2 inches, with locally higher amounts possible, and lesser amounts are expected to the north and east. The excessive rainfall outlook from the Weather Prediction Center today has basically from about the US 1 corridor west in a marginal risk for excessive rainfall and a slight risk in the northwestern Piedmont. And prolonged heavy downpours can quickly result in isolated flooding, especially in low spots in urban areas. Never drive through areas where water covers the roadway. By Tuesday and Wednesday, as I already mentioned, conditions look drier, and excessive rainfall and flash flooding are not expected at this time. Looking at severe storm potential for the next few days, today, again, we have a marginal risk for severe storms across the western Piedmont and the Sandhills through this evening. And the main threat will be locally damaging wind gusts, but an isolated tornado cannot be ruled out. By tomorrow and Wednesday, the severe storm threat looks minimal to non-existent, and mainly just looking at a threat of general thunder. Taking a look at the tropics, the National Hurricane Center is currently monitoring 4 systems of interest in the Atlantic, One of them is an area of low pressure off the southeast U.S. coast, which is likely to develop into a tropical depression in a day or so. And this will remain offshore and then move away from land, so no significant impacts to central or eastern North Carolina are expected. And no effects are imminent from any of the other systems that we're watching either, but stay tuned for later updates on that. Again, we are expecting hot and humid weather from Wednesday through Friday. This map shows the forecast maximum heat indices for Wednesday across North Carolina. So you can see forecast heat indices of 100 to 105 across at least southern and eastern parts of central North Carolina. And by Thursday and Friday, that may increase even a little more to as high as 105 to 107. The 8 to 14 day outlook from the Climate Prediction Center is projecting near normal temperatures for central North Carolina and slightly increased chances for above normal precipitation. So summarizing everything, again today, showers and storms are currently moving east across the region. That will continue through the afternoon and evening with the biggest threat for severe storms and localized heavy rainfall and flooding across western parts of the area. And remember, again, to slow down on wet roads to avoid hydroplaning and turn around, don't drown. And the main threat from any severe storms is damaging wind gusts and possibly an isolated tornado. Tomorrow afternoon and evening, additional showers and storms are possible, but coverage and intensity will be significantly less than today, and that trend will continue from Wednesday through Friday as an upper ridge builds over the southeast with just some isolated showers and storms possible each afternoon and evening. And the main weather story will be the hot and humid weather on these days with heat indices of 105 to as much as 107 by Thursday and Friday. And during times of dangerously high heat indices such as these, be sure to remain in air-conditioned places if possible, avoid strenuous activities if possible during the afternoon hours, wear light clothing, check on family members and neighbors, especially the young and elderly, drink plenty of fluids, and never leave people or pets in a closed car. By Friday night, a cold front will move through the area, bringing in cooler and drier conditions for the weekend. We'll feel much more comfortable. There is an increased chance of showers and storms across at least southern parts of the area, however, as the front looks to stall out near the North Carolina-South Carolina border. All right, thank you for your attention.